And here we are for another voyage on the USS Yamama.
Another one.
Another one. We're going to go deep on this one. We're going so deep, your mom's going to taste it for a week.
It's going to come out her mouth.
Right out of her mouth. Peekaboo spot. It's going to look like, you remember Hungry Hungry Hippo?
Yeah.
That's the perfect example, except the balls are coming out.
Yep. The balls aren't going in. They're going out.
Balls ain't going in. They're coming out. The mouth. Straight from the back.
That's it.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of the Quest right here with me, your host, Gabri, and your other host, VC Lauren.
VC Lauren, baby.
Let's get the good old professional shit out of the way first, I guess. Make it quick if you're watching the video version.
Because everything else we do on the show is definitely not professional.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. For our visual, if you're part of our visual cast, our visual audience, if you're watching us on the YouTube or Rumble or whatever we're streaming this on, boom, right above us, right there. That is the movie we're doing. And then you see right here, that URL, go to it. All things Noble and Noble affiliated. Everything you'll need to know right there. And that's the movie. For our audio-only listeners, that is you guys listening on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, so forth and so on. Okay? Doesn't matter. There's a lot. We're everywhere. We're like a fucking disease. Whatever you're listening to on will be
like chlamydia.
Exactly. We spread everywhere. For you guys, we're going to be as descriptive as possible. The movie we are doing tonight is 2067?
2067.
2067. Yes, the year 2067. It's just 2067. And the URL you guys need to go to is linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/Noble_GI. That's all things Noble and Noble affiliated, including Synthpop Radio and VNG Dev. Go to it, guys. All right. It's very important, especially the Discord, YouTube, and Rumble, and so forth and so on. Everything is important. Help us out.
Counts.
Help us entertain you as best we can.
Help me grow.
Help me
grow. Help my balls grow. Do it.
I want to say all it takes is usually it's just take a little touch. I mean, hell, you can look in the direction of it.
Sometimes that happens. All it takes is to look at it.
Hell, I look at it and it fucking does it. It's like mine doesn't even care anymore. It's just like, hey, whatever. But yeah, this is the Quest. Welcome to this episode of the Quest, and we are going to be talking about 2067. I think, at least for me, I have some highs and lows.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to get super deep onto this, but there is a deep point that I will get to. There is
especially towards the end.
There's some shit that I can go deep into and talk about, and I can have another one of those deep moments. Okay.
Light agenda in this movie. I think.
I'm curious. I didn't have as much agenda, but I did. I didn't like Boss Bitch, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
It's just something about her fucking face, man. It's just like, you knew she was a bad guy from the... That's the only thing.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
This film, okay. I didn't necessarily know I knew who was going to be bad from the start. Like I knew that the best friend, he just kind of had bad guy written all over him.
Asshole vibes written all over him.
Then you had the boss bitch. She just, not only did she look like an asshole.
Her name I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know. Here's the thing. Everybody else in the movie's acting was actually fairly decent. I did not like her acting.
Actually, I'm gonna disagree. I thought that the acting was pretty terrible. I think that the only person that did well was what's his name? The main character. All the other ones were
no. Don't get me wrong. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't great acting by any means. But I wouldn't call it horrible acting. It was whatever. It was fairly average.
It was okay.
Acting. Yeah.
For me, it was okay. Yeah.
But no, what I mean,
this is an Aussie movie.
Yeah, it's Australian. It's an Australian movie.
It's really cool.
It's Aussie. I'm gonna let you know right now. If you would say you're gonna have, I'm just letting you know, guys. I'm just letting you know right now. Don't come to me with that shit in the comments. All right, you go to him on that one.
I mispronounced the.
You said Aussie or some shit.
So it's Aussie. Okay, my bad. ESL, English is the second language. Okay, guys?
Yeah. He's from the jungle, so I mean,
that's it exactly. So,
they don't get much Australian culture.
No,
which is coming from the person. Which is coming from this. You know what? I'm going to out you on stream here. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is coming from the person who has an Australian fetish.
Oh, I love Australian women.
I know you do.
I like. Oh yeah, dude. And a lot of their movies. Oh my god, I forget the name of this fucking serial killer movie. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Of course it would be.
Oh man, I forget right now. But yeah, great fucking movies that come out of Aussie studios.
He said it again.
Aussie. Sorry, man.
Aussie.
You know, I'll just say Australian from this point on because I'm gonna keep fucking.
That's what I do. I usually just say Australian just so I don't fuck that up because I have. Oh yeah. I know Wolf Creek. Yeah.
Oh, great movie. Both of them. 3 of them, I think, actually.
See,
go ahead.
My thing is this. Okay. I don't know. I nothing wrong with. I've seen good Australian. I've seen bad Australian. I have nothing. The Australian doesn't even matter to me. My thing is, like I said, the acting was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. But the boss chick, she looked like she was reading a teleprompter.
Yeah,
like her face was so. Here's the thing. I've told you before. Acting doesn't just come in vocal form. It's your body language and everything else. And she just looked like she was just. She looked like she was trying really hard to remember what she was supposed to say.
She looked stiff too. Like she didn't have a lot of facial
expressions, no body expressions. She just kind of stood there and was like, "We need you to help us save the world."
Yeah.
Help us save the world.
Like she was like the boss of this corporation, agency, right?
Yeah,
corporation to send people off to the future.
Yeah,
that part was cool. I thought that whole idea of going to the future to bring back a cure. That's a neat idea. It's been done, but it's a neat idea.
Let's say the story is fairly average. The acting less than average. The production value is fairly good. I don't have any problem with the production value.
Yes, I thought so a lot.
It's just like I said though. It was a fairly predictable movie because, like I said, I knew who was going to be the bad. I didn't know. I didn't see the guy shooting himself at the end to save him. I didn't see him having a change of heart.
I didn't expect that. Yeah, he had a whole change of heart.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Himself. I'll give him that. That was bravo.
All the previous occasions, because remember, he's going into the future multiple times.
See, you can go into that. Here you go. You ready for this one? Yeah. I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a gripe that I have with this film.
Uh-huh.
The first half hour of this film, he didn't even go to the future for about the first half hour of the film.
Oh no, he didn't.
And the first half hour of the film wasn't even okay. I'm all for character development, right? I don't want
That's
you don't need you, but here's they didn't even do it so well.
No,
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't.
We learned of
if
him.
anything,
His
I didn't like
sick.
him. I didn't like him until the end.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. Throughout his entire acting, even though I thought he was the best actor in the movie, he was very whiny to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Some of that whining
he was a little
needed
bitch.
to go away.
Like when he was like here's the thing. All right, if you're trying to convince me that the only reason you don't want to go to the future is because you want to stay there and protect your girl, I didn't believe that. What I felt from him was you're a little bitch and you're afraid. You don't give a shit about your
scared as
girlfriend.
fuck.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah, you're
scared.
scared as fuck.
And that's
That's what it
that.
is.
I'm like, that is not what I want in my hero.
I like his backstory though. His father was a scientist, and now his
But
father
you didn't
put
know
some sort of
none of this shit. Okay, okay,
No,
I do know about the
yeah.
wristband, but you didn't know none of
Yeah.
this shit until the end, like the end of the movie. So it's like, okay, yeah, that's why I said I didn't like this. I didn't like this main character until I got to the end. Through the most of the movie, I'm like, man, I just want to slap him.
Yeah, he
Little
was
whiny
whiny.
bitch.
He was like really skinny and everything. He was awkward looking a little bit. Not
Yeah,
to say that I'm not awkward looking, but I mean like
long
he
neck
was
giraffe looking
long-
some bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just didn't like him. I did not like him. I liked his friend, even though I knew he was a potential bad guy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have liked
Yeah.
him. I should like the main, like you should be able to
Apparently-
convince me to like the main character, and they didn't do a good job of that.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him better than most. Like, I didn't like his friend. Like, I just got asshole vibes throughout the whole
Well, no,
thing. with
that's
his
what I'm
friend.
saying. I
Apparently-
shouldn't have because, the asshole vibes. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, so apparently he's like, he took him in or something, right? No, they were like best friends, right? Because his father abandoned
Okay,
his family.
are we going generally by the beginning idea or overall?
Overall, I guess.
Overall, he was hired by the corporation
To protect him. I know that
to
at the
protect
end, yeah.
him because he killed his mother.
He's the one that killed his mother.
Yeah,
right?
he's the one that
Yeah.
killed the mother. He was the
Yeah.
one in the mask that
Yeah.
popped his mom, and then he was told
Somehow
by
the
Boss
father knew
Bitch.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was told by Boss Bitch to keep the boy because the boy was the only one that could activate the machine because
Right.
of that wristband. That wristband that his dad put on him was a DNA analyzer. Then that made it to where the son could only be the only one. He knew what was going on. He knew that he was going to get betrayed, so he made it to where his son was the only one that could do it.
They can activate the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he gets killed by the fat white lady.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Boss Bitch she sends the dude, which is supposed to be his friend. Basically, he's just keeping him safe until he's old enough to be able to send into the future. That's what it
Pretty
was.
much, yeah.
Now, here's the thing, right? I'll give it this. The one thing about this movie that I actually, I will say is an interesting concept, right? I'm in no way, shape, or form a what you call tree hugger, okay?
Right.
But at the same time, I do believe in respecting respecting our
absolutely.
land, right?
Yeah,
you
and the
can
movie went into
modernize
that.
yeah, you can modernize civilization. But you have, like, for example, where I'm at now. I'm in a very
Roar type.
green oral
Yes.
oral, love oral.
Love oral.
Very rural. Sorry, people. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I like the you go around the
What did
top,
they say? That
you know,
what they say? Men think about sex every 7 seconds. So there you go. That's
7
That's your
seconds.
excuse.
Shit, man. I might make it known every 7 seconds, but it's every fucking millisecond. Shit. But no. Here's the thing. If I were to see I don't want modernization here. Is there anything
no,
to
see,
do
I
here? No.
believe-
But I think this
believe
needs
that
to stay like
everything-
this.
everything has its place. We have our cities. Love the city sometimes, and I want my
City's
roars
nice
as
to
well.
visit.
It's nice to visit. Exactly. Do I want to live in a city? Absolutely not. But do I want cities to go in? No. That's where most of the things are happening. That's where things get developed. That's where things, more of the,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can
scientific
have
things
now.
happen.
Okay, the cities, they're smoggy. The oxygen's bad. They stink. So
Oh
forth.
yeah.
And so on. Most
But the
people
movie
that live in
actually
this.
touched on.
Well, that was it. Like, here's the thing. Everybody who's watching this can be like, "Oh God, he's a rural person. He's talking shit about." I came from the motherfucking city. I lived in the city
Yeah.
3/4 of
Yeah.
my life at this point. I know what being in the city. I'm talking
the
because I know what it
entirety
is.
almost of our
You
life.
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone who can bitch about it doesn't know what it's like to leave the city. I know
Some
what it's
people
like.
love the city. Like my parents love the city. I don't.
Here's the
But
thing.
this
I don't
movie
think.
touched on
I
like
don't think they
the
love
whole
the city.
global warming idea.
I'm gonna
It
tell you
was
right
like
now,
a whole
I don't-
global warming idea, and
I'm just going to touch on it. I don't think they love the city.
Hmm?
I think that's like it's just like if I have family that's the same way. They don't love the city. They just don't know anything else.
and they
Before
don't want
I started venturing out on my own, I was like, yeah, man, city, all in all, love the city, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and then I
absolutely.
started traveling the country and all that other bullshit, and started seeing the rest of cultures and shit.
But,
I was like,
you
wow,
gave
this sucks.
yourself, yeah, but you gave yourself the time to learn and grasp and,
Yeah.
and take in different cultures.
Well, that's the
and
reason
different-
why that's the reason why what we're talking about here. I appreciate land too. Like I everything, like you said,
Yeah.
everything has a purpose. Because yes, you need modernized technology because that's where everything is
Absolutely.
developed and so forth. But you also need rural areas because if we get rid of, like this movie does touch, there's two things that we and Neil deGrasse Tyson said this before in another in one of his interviews. They talk about desalting the water, right? Why aren't we doing it? Because it is possible. We can desalt the water. We can desalt the oceans and everything else. Why don't we do it? And it's usually about energy. And the only reason it's energy is that energy costs money. And right now, it's cheaper for them to import water from Fiji than it is to desalt our local water, right? Okay. Now, that being said, eventually there will be future wars fought over who has fresher water.
Yes, sir.
It will.
Yes,
it will be. Now, here's the thing. The two things you do not want to be taken, like we take these two things for granted, and they are the two things that we absolutely need to survive. We can, if we start charging people for these two things, life will change dramatically. And this movie touched on it, is air and water.
Yep.
We can live on basic bitch food, right? We can live on the bare minimum.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was a focus of the movie. The whole movie they were breathing artificial air until
which here's the thing. There is no such thing as we breathe CO2, like we breathe oxygen. Oxygen is an element. You cannot have artificial oxygen is not oxygen. It's a completely different element. Hence the reason why in the movie they state that people were rejecting the artificial oxygen because it wasn't oxygen.
Some people did. Yeah, it was. And if you notice, when he went to the future, his lungs, he was coughing a lot. You know,
because he wasn't used to it.
He needed time to readjust to real air. Yeah. He probably never had it anyway.
It's like, think of it like this. It's like if you were to live off of an oxygen tank for the rest of your life.
Right.
You would suck.
Yeah.
It would suck. So it would be so horrible. So I don't know. Again, like I said, I am in no way a tree hugger or anything, right? I'm not going to be like, no, don't you cut. No, because, we need shelter and we need all these other things. But I also think we need to do it. Here's the thing. For one, I'm a big believer in hemp. Okay. We can make everything. The reason why we don't do hemp is because there's so much money in the lumber industry.
Of course.
But the problem is we don't want it's cheaper to do hemp, but hemp is the smart thing because hemp grows so much faster than wood. You could cut down a hemp tree, use it, replant. By the time you need that hemp tree, it'll be back again.
It's the same reason we don't move away from petroleum. There's other ways you can power things.
Well, now, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the confrontational concept of the whole power thing, right? Could we go fully solar right now? No. Would be great, right? The idea of solar is great, right? But unfortunately, to run an entire country off of solar, we're not there. We're not there. We won't be there anytime soon. We need a lot of more resources.
We need to roll it out more.
We need to roll it out more. There's a lot of money, a lot of hardware, a lot of everything that goes into it.
I don't think electric cars is the future either.
No, I don't either. They're cool, but they're not the future.
They're cool, but to create, this is the whole thing with Tesla, right? A lot of people don't understand this, but they're electric cars, right? So they walked away from petroleum, right?
They still use fossil fuels in it.
There's engine fuel. To create that power.
There's oil. You need oil for your engine. The only thing you're not using gasoline. Right. That is the only non-regular car. You're still using coolant. You're still using coolant. You still put windshield washer fluid in your shit. You still put coolant in it. You still put fucking brake fluid. You still do all that, which is all elements. It's all elements. So we still need to mine for that shit.
From fossil fuel, exactly.
And on top of that, here's the other thing: the material that it takes to mine, like the batteries and shit for the electric car, you got to mine for that.
Yep.
So you're still, it still comes down
the world.
It's poisoning it because those factories that create those cars are putting greenhouse gases and all that bullshit in the air. So I mean, there is no win.
That's why this movie is so. It makes sense that something like that could eventually happen to us.
Absolutely.
It's all attributing to the global warming or the global. I don't know how. That's the part I was talking about. It's a little.
They don't really go into. And the thing about this movie, again, and one of my gripes with this film is, it doesn't tell you much about what made all the plants die.
Well, if you see, no, it does in the beginning. You see the world burning. It's all the wildfires, all those things killed our oxygen. It just happened in a mass way.
It's California's
But you
fault.
see, probably,
All their goddamn
Probably.
wildfires, they couldn't fucking contain them. So
yeah.
Here we
I mean,
are.
that's the message I got from the beginning, where they were spinning the world. You see the globe, and it's all burning and everything. Yeah, it was like
yeah, but they don't go real
deforesting,
deep
all
into it.
that stuff.
They don't really go
They
into the general cause. Was it a solar flare? Is it radiation? No one knows. They don't.
it
they
just
don't-
looked like it was like, forest fires and global warming and shit
The only
like that. That's
major
what it looked-
concept that I got from this was, hey, all the plants died.
Yep.
Because all the
No
plants
oxygen at
died,
this
there's
point.
no oxygen. You got to breathe out of these fucking things. And
Yeah.
these dickheads were doing drugs in their masks too.
They were.
Like-
It was fucked up.
Like, yeah, you know what? We can't breathe for shit, so let's just go fucking smoke some crack.
And they
Like-
brought some reality into it, because everything that somebody ever tries to do, somebody else wants it a different way. They had like the the church people, I guess, burning themselves alive and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had the biblical
Yeah.
shit in there. I
Had
mean,
the-
even had the
so that was
corporation.
cool.
The corporation was
Yeah.
more involved with preserving life in their eyes than actually finding a cure.
But they didn't care about the cure. They care about saving themselves. You remember, only a group of people was going
Yeah.
to go to the future.
Yeah.
It wasn't the entire world. It was just, that makes sense. That's how it's going to, if it ever happens, that's how
Well,
the
it's the same thing.
government,
It's the same thing I've
presidents,
said about okay, with like Elon Musk right now, trying to colonize the moon and all that bullshit, right? I which don't get me wrong, I totally, absolutely, 100% support. I don't give a fuck. Everybody likes to call Elon the
Mars,
devil and
all
all that
that
shit. I don't
stuff.
give a fuck.
No.
Okay, listen, the dude's doing something that no one else is doing. Let him do what he's got to do. But
He's
here's
doing
the
shit
thing.
that NASA ain't doing yet, all right? So come on.
Here's
at
the
least
thing,
he's-
though. Am I ever going to see not the moon? My bad. I'm over here saying the moon.
Mars. Yeah.
Am I ever going to see Mars? No.
No, that shit ain't for us. That's for
Even
the rich and
even
the
if
wealthy.
they do get there and colonize in my lifetime, or our lifetime, we're not going to see it. We're never.
That's
gonna
going to become something for us when they can figure out how to make money from us to get us.
Oh yeah.
there. You
When there's
understand?
jobs that need to be done and all that bullshit, they'll start
Right.
pulling people over.
Then they'll start bringing civilization up there. But for the meanwhile, that's for the rich and famous.
Yeah, only the people that are
that's not for
useful are
us.
going to go there. So the chances are, I'm never going to see Mars. So,
No.
and that's just the way corporation works. I
Yep.
mean, it is what
They're
it is.
going to send science. They're not going to send two morons like you and I.
No.
Okay, when they can send
We're too goddamn.
scientists
We're
on-
too fucking opinionated. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, they don't want us.
No.
Nope.
We'll fucking protest and talk shit. Which is fucked up, right? Because it's like, okay, I'm not saying Elon Musk is a good guy. I don't know him. I don't know him. I hate when people sit there and like, fuck him, he's a dickhead. Do you know him? I don't know him. I only know what other people say about him, right? Okay. I don't care about
I like
his,
the whole Twitter thing. He's open. He's making it more open, more freedom of speech,
absolutely.
kind of.
But here's
to a
my
certain
thing.
Extent,
to a certain
you know,
extent.
But,
But here's my thing. I don't know him. And on top of that, I don't give a shit what he does in his private life.
Nope.
What I do care about is I like what he's doing with SpaceX. Right? That's what it's called, right? I'm
Yep.
pretty sure.
SpaceX.
SpaceX, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
SpaceX, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing with SpaceX. I love he's the only one he's the only one that's actually legitimately trying to actually colonize a planet, make us a multi-planetary species.
I think for
I
a
think it's
while
great.
he's been the only one really doing anything in space. And what has that?
No,
done
because
in
what's the name
past
does?
couple
No,
years?
because we also have what's the Amazon dude?
Well, I know he's doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah, but
something
he
similar.
he does it as like a vacation. He's like, yeah, man, I'm rich, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send my
Because-
friends up to space. That's all he does.
because he's thinking with his pockets. He
Yeah.
knows that there's money to be made. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
His thing is this. Okay, there's two sides, right? There's one side which is his side. He's talking about going there and mining the other planets, right? And getting the rich resources that are on those planets. Elon, on the other sense, which is more smarter, I believe more in Elon's idealism, is he wants us to go to other planets. And the reason why is because our planet's not going to, our solar system isn't going to, all right, as a species, if we're, and I love it because this film touches on this. If our species is going to be infinite, right? If we're going to continue on, we need to leave our system
Oh yeah.
because
We need to
our
start-
sun's going to die eventually.
And that's where Elon Musk is better at it, because I think he wants exploration while the other guy wants wealth. You know, he wants profit.
Absolutely.
And I'm
So-
sure he wants profit too, but
Well, yeah, of course, money makes the world go round, but at
he's
least
doing it in a way where it's more explorable. More
it's that whole bit, pick the
learning.
better of two evils, and
Yeah.
I think Elon's approach is definitely better. And like I said, it goes into this planet, like I mean into this movie, right? It's like this is exactly the perfect. This movie shows exactly what could happen if we don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
If
Dude, today, I'm not a big global warming, person type. I leave that to the scientists.
Yeah.
I don't know either way where it's going to get cold or it's going to get hot. But today, it was 75 degrees where I live.
Oh yeah, same here. Same here.
Like what?
This is the first time of the year.
we're
This is the
doing
first time of
something.
the year that we're sitting in.
Yep.
I had to go pick up my kids and no hoodie or nothing.
Summer type weather in spring. Are we still in winter or spring? I'm not sure.
This is spring.
This is spring. So yeah,
Early
I mean,
spring, but we're spring.
yeah, I believe. Winter ended sometime last month, I think. I don't know.
Point is, weather's fucked. Because here's the thing, it can go one day to, it'll be 70 degrees one day, and then it'll be like 20 degrees the next.
Yesterday was like in the higher 40s, and it was raining. Cold
This
as
is
fuck
where I'm going to be
out
worried.
there.
Okay, winter was weird as shit. But I'm going to tell you right now, when we're in July, let's just say July.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping this episode doesn't air in July. Regardless, point is, when we're in July, if it drops below fucking 20 degrees in July, I'm gonna start worrying. Okay, because it's like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude,
California
places
just
down
had a
south.
flood. Okay,
Yeah. Oh, I know. You hear about that? People
Yeah.
are dying and shit. Like a big.
There was a
and there was
flood.
places
Like,
in
fuck.
Texas they got like a couple inches of snow and shit.
Yeah.
We got no snow this year. And I'm
when
in the
I
Northeast.
left, when I left California, okay, it's ironic. When I went to California, the state was on fire. When I left California, the state was on fire.
Yep.
Mind you, I was there for a couple
California
years.
is constantly burning, so it's,
I went through 2 earthquakes and 2 wildfires while I was in California.
it's all that legal weed. These guys just go out there and smoke it up and like burn the shit out of our forest accidentally. They get
No,
high
it's
as balls.
legal there, man. They don't need to go hide in
Yeah.
the woods. It's
Well,
more like here we have to hide in the woods because it's not legal
they
here.
Still do it. Maybe they still do it out of habit and accidentally burn down the woods.
Yeah, they just fucking drop it in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. My thing is like the whole reason I say this is because this movie touched on a lot of deep shit that I do agree with. I am not a tree hugger. Like I said, I do believe in improvement as a civilization, but I do believe in it in a responsible way, right? I don't know. I'm not an agriculturalist. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a very educated individual, right? With that being said,
you won't want my science.
no, but what my whole point though is, I think there should be a balance to it. You can't go full industrial.
No.
We see what happens with Pennsylvania, New York, or Philadelphia, New York, San Francisco. Shit, China. You know,
my God, dude, they have the most polluted air around the world apparently.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't go full industrial because if you do, that's what happens. But again, you can't be like fucking. Everybody's like, well, just get off the grid. For one, if we get off the grid, then you're not going to be able to see our pretty faces. All right.
Yeah.
This
You don't wanna do
this
that.
is the grid right here. Okay, we are the pure definition of the fucking being on the grid.
Yeah.
So you
I mean,
can't be
it-
off the grid either.
We have to have both. Listen, we have to have the roar.
I
in the
love.
cities
Okay, guys,
and,
look.
And
You see my cell phone here? I like this piece of device.
oh,
Okay.
oh, you better
This
believe it.
device here is. Damn, why is that felt like that? That was weird. This device here is my secondary. Okay, doesn't go anywhere without me. And then you know what? You want me to be that
That's
much of a big asshole? All right, I'm gonna be that guy. You ready for this? Here you go, guys. Look, second phone. Okay, I have 2,
Yep.
so I can't be off the grid. I got shit to do. All right.
No, I need the internet in my life. I even need television, like
Absolutely.
movies and shit in my life.
I mean, fuck. What are we gonna? I
need
mean,
the
what are we gonna be
internet,
doing?
period.
We wouldn't. This show wouldn't exist without the fucking internet.
Wow.
What do you just do? Like people are well, just get off the grid. Okay, for one, all right, let's roll the clock back real quick, right? So let's go partially back. Okay, let's go off the internet, not off the grid, but let's go off the internet. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to television waves and radio waves.
Yep.
You're still
80s,
on the
70s.
fucking grid.
Yeah,
You want to go back
are.
to where the FCC controlled the information that you fucking got? Okay. All right. So now let's go. Okay, here you go. You ready for this? Let's roll back the clock even further, right? Let's go before we even had radio waves and television waves. Okay. You want to go back to sending fucking, I don't know, birds and shit, Morse code and all that bullshit. You like if you're fucking, if someone you knew lived in another state, the next time you talked to them was when they came to visit. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, okay, we're talking like super young, like early 90s, late 80s. I had a friend who lived in Virginia. I only ever spoke to him when he came down to visit. When he left,
because even when cell phones came out, they were outrageous.
Well, I didn't even have a cell phone. Like, I was young at that time. So it's like it had a house phone. But then back then you had to pay for minutes and all that bullshit.
Long distance and all that shit.
So it's like I didn't get to talk to when my friend was when he was in school, he was in Virginia and I was in Pennsylvania. So we didn't see each other for until summertime, and then summertime he would come down. That's how it was when we were younger. Now, like me and you, we are 11 hours apart. Me and you,
and we FaceTime all the time.
Yeah,
we just do all the time or whatever.
So you really want to go back
in the same place? No, I don't. I know that.
So this movie touches on multiple levels of thought. Like, yes, it is wrong. Don't cut down all the trees. Don't cause our own extinction. But find a way to coexist with. No, we are. That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
we absolutely are. The planet's definitely getting fed up with us. But I don't believe that. Oh, some people. Whoa, we need to stop cutting down trees. We need to get off the internet. We need to stop doing this. Cell phones. Blah blah. No, that's not the cause. We need to learn how to manage it. That's what we need to do.
We need to learn how to balance. If you cut down a tree, plant two. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay, and here's the thing. That's not even necessary. Okay,
I know it takes a long time for trees to grow.
Yeah, well, that's the argument with trees. Right. Oh, it takes. Okay, sure. Then your only argument comes down to the lumber industry. You're more worried about how much the lumber industry makes you than the oxygen that you breathe. If you were really smart and you gave a shit about the one of the two things that we need, oxygen and water. Okay. Yep. If you care about I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be a multi-billionaire. You should still be caring about the world's oxygen and water, because those are the two things that we can eat the bare minimum. We can literally eat gruel. Hell, we can probably eat fucking leather and survive off of it. Okay. Yeah, but we cannot survive without water and oxygen.
Yeah.
And this movie goes into that. That's why I do appreciate the message. Now, okay, with that said, you said something at the beginning of the show that I'm interested about. You said that there was some agenda in this. I want to know what agenda.
Well, no, I thought I already explained it. No, the only agenda was like to me, it felt like a little global warming. You know what I mean? Like just sending that message.
Okay, they're trying to push the global warming message.
Trying to push the global warming thing. Yeah, but that was it. Yeah, it felt like that a little bit. Yeah, at least I thought so.
I was curious. I was like, agenda. Like, are we talking feminism? Are we talking about LGBT? Are we talking?
No.
Which one are we talking? I mean, like,
no.
I'm curious. No. But no, if we're not going in that direction, no, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, just a whole stop doing what you're doing because we're heading in the wrong direction. Which in some ways they are right, but
here's the thing. I go into this. I say this to a lot of people. Do I believe in global warming? I don't know. Do I believe in global positioning? I don't know. You know why I don't know?
You know what I believe in?
Because I'm not a scientist.
I believe in that we live in a world that has seasons and things change.
Absolutely. I don't know. And do I know some weird shit's going on? Yeah.
Absolutely. But I don't know. I don't think it's only global warming. I think we live in a world that's smart enough to say, you know what? This region's getting too hot. I'm going to cool off.
This is not. Here's the thing. We are not in. There are people out there who say, our world is at its worst. No. When the dinosaurs were alive, we have tests and science. When the dinosaurs were alive, the actual gases in the air from the volcanoes and all that was we wouldn't, if we were back there, we wouldn't be able to breathe. When dinosaurs walked the earth, we ourselves would not have been able to breathe the air.
Dude, medicine alone has kept humanity living longer than they did back in the 20s and the 10s and everything. We need science.
No, we absolutely need science. Science is important. Now, unfortunately, the argument can be whose answers, like, you have to be smart. Unfortunately, the general populace is not smart.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say
No.
that, but it's not. And the reason, hear me, guys, before you fucking get the pitchforks out. What I mean is, a lot of people, they hear, like, for example, what me and him are saying here tonight about anything, about the movie, about general shit. Don't get off the show and be like, hey, you know, they said this, so they got to be right. No, take
Yeah.
what we said, research it,
Yes.
learn, then come back. And if you find out something, I've said this to a billion people, and I can't wait till we do our main podcast for this very reason.
Yes.
If you if I'm saying something and I'm adamant about it, okay, that doesn't mean it's finite. I'm a big believer in science, and science is ever growing. And if I'm saying something and you know for a fact that what I'm saying is wrong, fair enough. But
Yeah,
do
let me
not
know.
do not bring me your opinion.
Yeah.
You bring me your opinion, I will dismiss your opinion. If you want to actually tell me I'm wrong
Have-
and
yep.
bring the facts, tell
Let's
me the
have a
facts.
dialogue.
Hell, we'll even have you on a show. Bring the
Yep.
facts
Let's
and
talk about
show me why I'm wrong. And then I will be like, you know what? Bravo.
Bro, you
this
were
is
right.
it. That's it. And you know what? I succeed. And that's it. That's how it works. It is only fact unless it is proven. I will sit here and tell you something. I will tell you the facts of what I know.
It's like those that want to get the vaccine and those that don't want to get the vaccine. Listen, it's your opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't bother me whether you get it or not.
I don't
If you
give a
got
fuck.
it, power to you. If you didn't, power to you.
Because here's the thing, if you're vaccinated and the vaccine works, right? Let's just say that if you're vaccinated and the vaccine works, then what? What's the problem? You're not going to get that sick. You're protected.
Right.
Darwinism.
But they all want to say, well, if you don't get it, you're not protecting others. Like,
You're
I
only
never
not.
thought-
You're who's here? Okay. Here is
I
the
never thought
argument
that
for
was
that.
my job.
No.
Like, I
But
don't-
here, okay. Here is the argument that I do understand from people, right? Elderly people. Okay. You know what? I totally agree. Elderly people should not be subjected to a person because they can't get vaccinated and
Right.
they're high risk. Yeah. But if your person is a high risk person, they probably shouldn't be out in the open anyway. Let's put COVID aside and all that bullshit, right? They catch the flu, they could die. They
Exactly.
catch fucking, I don't know, allergies. I don't fucking know anything. They could die. So they should be
anything-
protected regardless.
Right.
But that's a whole total. My point is facts are facts. Bring facts about anything. We can talk about opinions all day, and I'm okay with that. But if you're going to tell me I'm wrong, fair enough. Prove I'm wrong. Tell me show me
Yeah.
I'm wrong, because I am
Teach
not
me.
going. I'm not going to change my view on things unless I see
Just
the
because
facts.
you say I'm wrong. Yeah, exactly.
My
show me the
reality
facts.
is my reality.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
that's
sure
not,
I'm wrong in a lot of shit.
Oh, absolutely.
But tell me how.
I am
I'm wrong.
fully
How
willing to
wrong?
learn. I am not right on everything. I am fully willing to learn and adapt and grow. But I am
Just
not.
don't-
I am not a faithful person.
No,
I'm not
just don't
basing
go off
anything
and
off of faith.
cancel me. Don't go off and cancel me and turn me off simply because you don't agree with something I said. Get on here and tell me why I'm wrong. Teach me.
No, absolutely. I
an o-
totally agree.
I'm an open book.
So
teach
no,
me.
I mean the whole point, the whole reason of this segue rant that we're having here is this movie touches a lot on that shit.
Yeah.
It absolutely touches a lot on it. It's sad that it's in a mediocre film. It wasn't a bad film by any means.
was okay.
It's a mediocre film. It is what it is. I actually have some information here, ironically. I do not know what the budget for this film was. I could
I
not
didn't
find it
either.
for anything. But I
Neither
did
did I.
find out how much this movie has made.
Okay.
Woo! I know it was way less than what this movie cost. I'm sure. This film, where is it at? Here it is. You ready for this?
I am ready.
$112,674.
Okay, so Okay.
$112,674. Not
that's
even.
how much it's
That's how much
made.
it's made back. That's not even $250,000.
No, not even.
Not even.
I would like to know how much they spend. I want to see
I'm
if they cut even,
sure.
broke even,
I'm
or
with the cinematography that they used and
That's
they
a bit
use
more.
the same company, the same recording studio. My bad.
Mhm.
As that other movie we did that was filmed in Australia. Oh, was it I Am Mother? I think it was. Was it I Am
I
Mother?
Am Mother
Yeah,
was also
yeah. I Am Mother
I
was
Am
recorded
Mother,
in
yeah.
Australia. It was recorded in the same
Mhm.
studio as them.
Okay.
And I remember what that budget was. What was it, like $5 million for that movie? If I
Yeah,
remember
it was.
correctly.
Yeah, but it didn't make much. It
No,
didn't make,
ironically enough, it made
yeah.
around what this movie made.
Yeah.
So
Sci-fi is a tough cookie.
Yeah,
That's what
no, it is. And do
Yeah.
I think this movie deserved to make more than what it did? Yeah, I do.
I do.
I
I
don't
do.
think it should have made what it made back. That's really bad. But I don't think it was it wasn't a fucking blockbuster film by any means.
No, I Am Mother was definitely better.
No, I Am Mother was a great movie.
Oh yeah.
This
definitely.
one, I Am Mother deserved way more than what it got. I mean, we both gave that one a fucking a great review. But this one, yeah, no, I just, I don't know, man. Fucking this one's a tough one. Like, it had a
Yeah.
lot of political stuff in it. The acting was rough. Like, I want to. That's the thing. I want to talk more about the messages involved in this movie
Well,
versus
that's
the
what we
actual
did in the
story.
movie, yeah, basically, because the story was
The story, the ethics, the ethics that this movie was built around are more interesting than this actual movie.
than the movie itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the movie kind of lost me sometimes. A lot of their scientific mumbo jumbo made no sense. Maybe I'm just stupid and didn't understand it. I don't know if it was based on reality or not.
See, here's
but
the problem. Okay, here's the problem
None
you
of it
get
made
with
no sense to me.
anything you get into with time travel is weird. Okay.
yeah,
Because here's time is relative. Okay, so it's like the way that I've always seen the relativity of time explained. Like for example, like space time travel and shit. Like
Right.
going at warp speed and all that other bullshit. Is you would take a piece of paper, right? You would fold it in
fold
half.
it.
You pop the two holes. You pop the hole through it, and you open up. There's point A to point B, right? You fold it. That's your wormhole. You open it up. That's space. Time works similar to that extent, right? But the problem with time is, and this is where it gets tricky, because there's always paradoxes and all this other bullshit, right? So you go, okay, going to the future is different than going to the past, right? Because you go to the future, you're not.
but the laws of whatever they call physics or whatever, you're not going to ruin anything in the past, right?
Here's the thing, right? The only reason why the outcome of this movie was affected by anything was because he stopped them from coming to the future. So that,
Right.
in effect, affected the past. If he would have never did that, then nothing would have changed. The future would have always
Right.
stayed the same. For example, the guy changing his mind and shooting himself
his
in the
friend.
face,
Yeah.
that made no difference until the guy pushed the stop button and stopped him coming through. Him shooting himself in the face would have not made any difference because
Nothing.
it
He
happened
would
in
have
the
walked
future.
back outside, and his skeleton would have
It
still
was
been
still
there.
his skeleton would have still been there because
would
it
have been
didn't
there.
change nothing. It's still relevant. But then
No,
again,
so
here's the
instead
thing.
Instead of bringing the people there, he just sent them.
But
what they
here
needed
you
back.
go. You ready for this? This is where it didn't make sense. This is where you get
Mm-hmm.
into those paradoxes. They even mentioned this in the film. Why the fuck was his skeleton there? When you travel in time, this is the theoretical, because space time travel is such a fucking wild concept. You cannot if you were to travel. Okay, for example, here you go. Your perfect example. If you were to travel back in time to
Right.
to 1999, you're still alive.
Right.
If you
Yep.
were to go visit you in 1999, you and yourself cannot exist in the same timeline. You can't. It's,
Right.
It's same thing in the future. Like, you cannot travel. Like, there's so many different paradoxes. Now, like I said, I am not a time expert. All I know is everything that I've
Well,
researched.
it makes sense.
There is a paradox. It's like you cannot have two of the same
get all-
person occupying the same time frame.
I
Can't
get
have
my
it.
knowledge from Back to the Future 1, and you notice that the kid wasn't in any of his go backs.
No,
He
well,
wasn't, right?
no, because I mean that's a little different though. That was because that's like he was from the '80s and that was from the '50s. There's a reason
Oh,
for
so
that.
he wasn't born. Okay.
No, he wasn't born yet. They didn't actually touch on that, but there have been plenty of. I've like Neil deGrasse Tyson has touched base on this. If you really want to have a really good concept of what time travel is, look up shit from Neil deGrasse Tyson and shit like that.
So if I
they're
go back to
real shit.
19, so if I go back to 1999 and I remember where I lived and where I should be, and I go there, I should not be there.
Theoretically,
Like
you should not be able to occupy.
Find
Okay,
myself,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Again, never mind. I take back what I say. I don't know about the past. The past might be you might be able to go
I
see
don't know.
yourself.
It's
the
all confusing to
future,
me.
though. You cannot see yourself in the future.
Your future self, yeah.
You can't be. I don't know. Like it's such a. I forget what it is.
And it was weird. Why
Or
did he
no,
see his
no,
skeleton?
no,
I
no, no,
thought-
no, 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 no. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My
Okay.
bad. This is why I'm getting confused. Okay, so take back everything I just said. To a certain degree. To a certain degree. If you really want to
Yeah.
if you really want to have somebody who makes sense, again, Neil deGrasse Tyson, great for this type of shit. But
Oh, look at that.
here's the thing. This is where I was getting confused. This is where we're getting fucked up. And still, him seeing his body should make no sense.
Right.
Because that was his future self. That wasn't someone that died there, and or something. Or what was it? Okay, no. I do. Okay, I remember what they were saying. They said that he died when he went back, and his body rotted there, so it stayed there. That makes sense. But them throwing the idea around of occupying the same space, I don't know if it's dimensional. If you're going interdimensional and you go to like they go into the multiverse and shit like that, you cannot exist in the same time frame as yourself. You can't do
But
it.
that's because that's two different dimensional.
yeah.
time periods. Yeah.
Which that's what this seemed like it was at first playing with, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was so confusing. It's really
yeah,
fucking confusing when it comes down to the. But again, that's time travel. That's why
even though it
time
wasn't a
travel
bad, I
is.
definitely recommend people go watch it because even
No,
though
it
it
is.
wasn't the
It's-
best movie, like check it out for yourself. You may get something out of it that we didn't. But I don't understand how he was still able to see his skeleton because I thought that when he got there, it'd be his own reality, not a past reality. I don't know.
Now, if I'm correct, like I said, I think at some point he said that he went back, which makes no sense that he went back. He said, "Well, why did you kill me when we got back?"
Yeah, which makes sense because
You didn't go back.
We learned that there was no. We learned that there was no cure.
There was no cure, so
So-
he technically died there. So,
Yeah.
okay, no, that
Would've
goes back
come
to
back
what I was
from
saying.
nothing.
So if he died in the future, you can't see yourself again in the future because that means you didn't go to the future. You went to a parallel universe because you cannot exist.
Yeah,
You yourself cannot. You can't go back in time twice. That's like the concept of going back in time and then going back in time 5 minutes in time to stop yourself from going back in time.
tell you one thing. This is definitely a topic we're going to touch on the other show because I would love to get a guest that can explain all this shit to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because it
Absolutely,
fucks
because
with me because it's like
It's confusing.
there's a lot
yeah.
of paradoxes that I understand a decent amount, but nowhere near enough to ever really make a standpoint on it. All I know is it could have been
The only thing I
done
know
better.
is that if you go back in the past and somehow you do something, it could affect your current time.
Well,
when you
there's
get
the
back to that
butterfly
time.
effect.
Right.
There's a butterfly effect too. That one's always coming into effect. You know, you change this, it affects that, but the reality always comes back to certain things. It's such a weird.
Like if you kill your mom, you go back and you kill your mom, that would make you unexistent, obviously.
Theoretically,
idea.
it's like the
Theoretically.
idea. Here you go. I'm gonna hit with a topic one here. This is a popular one when it comes to time travel. If we could ever go back in time, why not go back and kill baby Hitler?
That's what I'm saying, right? Kill all these maniacs that didn't
But-
know good to the world.
But here's the fucked up reality of that, right? So you go back,
Mm-hmm.
you kill baby Hitler. Okay, for one, you're going to kill a baby, right?
Yeah.
Can you do it? Are you cool? Can you do it? I don't know,
You have the heart,
right?
oh, baby.
Regardless of that, little Mein Fuhrer wouldn't like it too much either. But fuck. Point is, you kill baby Hitler. Okay, fair enough.
He's dead.
Do you know for a fact that that's going to fix the problem? No.
Or do you create another problem?
Or do you create a whole nother problem that you have
Instead of
no
being
idea?
instead of we getting the German dictator that we got during that time, what if we get another dictator?
What if Russia would have became the power earlier and
right?
yeah, or here's the after war, we didn't really become the powerhouse country that we are now, or at least at that point until after World War II. So if World War II never happened, who's to say that we would become the global power that we became?
Yeah.
Maybe we
What
would
if
be
it was
like
Russia
some-
today or
Yeah.
China or yeah.
So I mean, time travel's a tricky one. And on top of that, here's the other thing, right? A lot of people always ask me this. They're like, would you go back to change anything in your life? No. Have I gone through some really horrific things in my life? Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Some shit that has really, I got scars in my brain from these things, right?
But if you never experienced it, would you have learned?
Would I be? Here's the thing. At one point in my life, I was pushing to be a rock star. I was doing a lot of substances. I was partying all the time. I probably would have been dead in a fucking bathtub somewhere, okay, at a very young age. But life didn't go that way. Life went in a totally different way. I went in a different direction. And now here I am with a happy family, kids, a life, and I'm sitting here with you doing podcasts. Yeah. So do I feel like I want to change anything in my life? No. So that's why time travel to me is a really tricky one, because the only people that would want to go, here's the thing. Do I want to know the future? Or is there a lot of people they love, I want to know when I die. Why?
No, not me. Not me. No, thank you, sir. Nope.
Because then I'm gonna be thinking of, once I know life isn't gonna be that important anymore. Because then I know how much time I got left. I'm just gonna fuck about. I don't know when the switch gets fucking switched. So I make the best of everything. So
I think not knowing it's the best.
Absolutely.
Even if there was a way to alter that and make it so you don't die at that time period, but then you'd be worried about that the whole time. What do I have to avoid? What do I have to, so it's no point.
Absolutely. So that's why I said time travel. And this one, this movie really bases itself off of time travel. And time travel, I don't know, it's such a tricky one, man. Like, it's a cool concept, right? If you want to watch it in a movie, watch it in movies, it's great. You really want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, though? I don't think we need time travel. Let's focus on the now. Let's focus on things here. Stop fucking worrying about the future. Like, what's that worrying about getting to the future? Stop trying to worry about seeing the future.
Live for today. Tomorrow's not guaranteed anyway, okay? So live for today. Do the best you can today. And if tomorrow arrives, then do the best at that point, and so on. But don't worry about it. No, should you save money and shit like that for the future? Yeah, that's
just called responsibility.
That's responsibilities. You don't want to be broke in 60. But if you just,
I'm trying not to be.
Yeah, exactly. Just I don't know. I'm not worried about tomorrow in that sense. I'm worried about
making life every day. Every day is a new adventure for me, and I try to make the best of it, because I have no idea when the plug's going to get pulled.
And when tomorrow comes, I worry about tomorrow then.
Exactly. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have certain things in place for tomorrow. But I'm not stressing over tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I'm not the only person that I'm in competition with is myself.
That's it. I can get off this podcast right now, trip over one of these million stuff, wire stuff out here, hit my head, and I'm done. So tomorrow's not guaranteed. But do I want to guarantee it financially and shit? Yeah. But not to the point where I'm just gonna worry about, oh my God, am I gonna die tomorrow? Am I gonna die on Tuesday? Nah.
No, fuck it. It's just I'm cool with all that. That's why I said I don't know. This movie, like, again, I say it again. This movie's idealism was more interesting than the actual film.
I was gonna say, this movie actually just made me think more about what could be and what is than the movie itself.
Yeah, the movie itself. The plot of the movie and all that other bullshit was.
It's been done.
It's been done. It's not like I said. I mean, hey, go watch it. Cool movie to watch if you want to, kill some time. It's not a horrible movie by any means.
No, not at all.
But would I sit there and tell you to rent it or anything like that? No. Look for it on your local streaming. As of the time of recording this, it is on Hulu.
Hulu, right? Yeah, Hulu.
I would not tell you to rent this movie, go see this movie, or anything like that. Watch it on your local streaming devices or whatever you're watching.
It's a good weekend time killer. If you got nothing to do.
Do I feel like it should have made more money than it actually did? Yes. But not much more. Maybe $1 million.
Particularly for the CGI. I thought the CGI was the best
part production for the movie, sound, audio, all that bullshit was good.
Oh yeah.
But it's not a spectacular movie by any means. It wasn't groundbreaking or anything like that. Nope. And again, like I said, boss bitch.
He's stuck on boss bitch. That's her name for now on.
That is her name. The reason, because she's just annoyed. I don't know if it's the actress or not. I don't know. You know what? You want to hate? Anyone wants to hate on me for fucking hating on her? I don't care. But she just was not a good actress. I just didn't like it. It looked like she was reading a teleprompter the whole time. I did not like her acting.
A lot of them were basic actors.
She was just the worst. I think she was the worst of them all.
Absolutely.
The wife, everybody, they were all okay. They were all fucking subpar. I mean, average actresses. She was just like right when you walk into her office and she starts talking, you're like, ooh, I don't like you.
Yeah, I think she's the cunt of the movie.
Not just
She's
that; it's just like
definitely
your
the cunt of the
face.
movie.
Something about your face.
She had that type of face that I thought she was
like,
just
I want to
gonna
throw a
start
chair
floating
at you.
eventually. Yeah. She had that I'm about to float face.
Yeah.
Float off the chair. Her face was all balloon-like.
Man, I don't know. Whatever. But with that time, it is that time again. We need to get into the ratings of this film and get the fuck out of here because we are running out of fuel on the USS Yamama because this one took a toll.
Yeah.
This
one,
one,
a small toll, but
this one took a small. We're not out of gas. We're gonna make it home, and we're gonna make it to the next port and get all the good stuff going.
And if we run out, I'll just fart into the tanks and get a couple miles in. But
yeah, and we never get bored here because we please each other. So
that's right.
Yeah,
there's never a moment where we're not loving each other. So
no, when you're out in the depths of space like we are, you got to keep each other occupied, or you go fucking mad. And, all play and no fun makes Jack a really angry man. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's it.
So fuck. Let's get into the fucking scoring of this so we can get the fuck out of here. As everyone knows, if you are new to it, for those who don't know, we do three scores, three categories, and we score them from 1 to 5. And if it's below a 1, we give it the noble pile. If it's above a 5, we give it the noble seal of approval. After we score those three things, we give it the overall 1 to 10 score. And if it's below a 1, we of course give it the noble pile. If it's above a 10, we give it the noble seal of approval. With that said, I will pass it over to VC Lauren. And VC, what do you give the score for acting?
2.5. 2.5. I thought that besides the main character, it was a movie with little characters anyway. I mean, it was him, his friend, his girlfriend, which you only saw like twice.
And there's some fill-ins and shit. There's some fill-ins and stuff like that. But
fill-ins and shit like that. But I mean,
background people, extras. Main actors, not that many.
Yeah.
There was the dad.
The best.
And
even then, I thought he was a bit whiny in many scenes, constantly crying and bitching. So yeah, 2.5.
All right, so you're going strictly average. Okay, fair enough.
Right down the center. Yeah.
All right. So with that said, I will give it I actually did a little better than you on that one. I'm surprised. I will actually give it a 3.5, which is still,
that's pretty good.
It's still above. It's above average. Like I said, it wasn't. I didn't hate the acting. They weren't horrible actors, except for Boss Bitch. She annoyed me. I'm sorry. Like let me see something. I gotta give the actual name real quick because if I'm gonna hate on a motherfucker, I gotta at least fucking
at least get him
name. Give him go by name.
I know the main actor was Cody McPhee.
Her name is Deborah Mailman. I shit you not. I shit you not. That is her name. I'm sorry. Listen, I am not hating on this person for their name, but that is a hilarious fucking last name. I've never heard that before. Mailman.
Hello,
it is
Mailman.
Mailman. Her name is Deborah Mailman. She's the mailman's baby.
That's what happened. So the mom didn't know the guy's last name, so she just named her Mailman. There you go. That's where you came from, bitch.
Yes, it was a mailman. Her character's name was Regina Jackson, I think it was.
Okay.
Regina. Did not like her as like I said. I don't know if she's a horrible actress or not, but in this film, didn't like her. Did not like her acting in this film. Everybody else's was subpar. It was all right. It was whatever. It was passable.
It was
main character was unlikable. Just saying.
Yeah.
I did not like him.
Acting was better. I thought he was very whiny.
Very whiny. He wasn't a good protagonist. It just wasn't. I didn't.
He just didn't have that it factor. That camera.
No.
Point the camera at me type.
No. He just. I don't know. So okay. So yeah. That was mine, 3.5. Yours is 2.5. Yep. So let's move on to story. What do you give the story?
The story is basic. It's been done a million times, but I do like the whole the twists and turns that the story did have to make it unique. Like the friend. The whole time we thought that the friend was going to kill him, he didn't. So, but the story it was like a 2.5 to me. It was average.
Okay, so very average.
Some of the twists made it a little better, but it was an okay story. It wasn't nothing to write home about or nothing. It was 2.5.
Okay, fair enough. I did do better than you, but not by very far. I will give the story a 3.
Okay.
It was an interesting story. I did like some of the twists. Like I said, I didn't see the guy shooting himself in the face, changing his mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most groundbreaking plot twist I've seen
Throughout
that done
the
as
whole,
well.
I will say this, and I was proud of myself for this because I'm bad at guessing how things are going to turn. But I knew there was no cure. Just something about it from the beginning.
I
knew
that.
there was no cure. Yeah, like.
Plus the trailer. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you. I hate when trailers do this. The trailer kind of gave that away too. There was lines in the trailer that were like, "There is no cure. We never should have come here," and that was in the trailer.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I got that hint. But throughout the whole movie, there's no cure. There's no cure.
I don't know. It was a very predictable story. It had its okay moments. Fairly average story. I give it a 3. You give it a 2.5. So now let's move on to production. What do you give the production score?
That's the best part of the movie, especially like the see-through tablets and shit. Amazing. I gave that a 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And
hold on, you gave it a what?
A 4.5.
A 4.5. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And to mention, actually, I really enjoyed the music throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. No. Music production was good. Camera work was good. CGI was good.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree. This is the first time I'm giving a lower score than you. Not by far though. I'm giving it a 4. You give 4.5. I give it a 4.
4.5. Yeah.
So I give it a 4. Not bad. Like again, I do believe it was good. Good sound. Good camera work. Whatever was CGI was good. If they did this in the same studio as I Am Mother, they probably did have some practical shit in here. So for that,
I wonder what that would be.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the stage work was probably.
I thought the reason it didn't get a 5 is because the travel between his original time, and the new time was weird.
Yeah,
like
it was like a wormhole kind of deal.
Towards the screen type shit.
Yeah,
like it was. I don't know. It was weird.
The worst part of the CGI for me was the very end when they showed the city at the end. It was very unbelievable. It looked like it was pasted into the picture.
It looked very polished, right? It looked very like.
It's like
I don't know if houses and buildings are gonna look like that.
Nah, it's over exaggeratedly space looking.
It looked video gamey.
Yeah. It's like there's sci-fi and then there's over exaggerated sci-fi.
Yeah.
And this wasn't trying to be over exaggerated sci-fi, and then all of a sudden
not throughout the movie till then.
Pacing of the story, pacing of the story and everything was what hurt this for me too. So production definitely made it up. But yeah, I give it a 4. You give it a 4.5. All right. So now we're moving on to the final overall of 2067. What do you give the overall score of 2067?
Even though I wasn't too happy with the acting and I wasn't too happy with the story, I love the CGI. And it's not to say that the story was terrible, and it's not to say that the actors were terrible. I give it a 7.
Wow. Look at that plot twist, guys.
That's a plot twist right there. Because the movie actually, even though, like I said, some of the scientific terms seem, I don't know, weird, I did not want to stop watching the movie. And that has to say something for itself. You know, if a movie keeps you there.
Well, sometimes movies will keep me just because they piss me off so much, and I gotta
so bad,
yeah. So I can't really go through that, but I don't know.
I didn't stay watching because the movie was like terrible. It wasn't the best, like we said.
It caught me. It caught me because at the end, especially like I didn't really start to enjoy the movie till the end. So
well, the beginning was very stale.
Yeah, very stale.
Say that. There was more character development than anything.
I think you beat me in that one. You gave it a 7. I'm giving it a 6.
Okay.
It was
not
still
too far down.
It was still above. It was still above average. Obviously, I didn't give it a 5. But
if somebody asked me, should I go watch this movie? As long as you're watching it for free or through a rental service, like
you're watching Netflix it through Hulu, Netflix, some shit like that. Sure,
if you ask me,
go watch it.
Pay for this movie? No,
not
don't
at all.
Pay for it.
No,
it's not worth it.
This movie did deserve some of the backlash that it did get because it wasn't a likable movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a likable movie.
Did it get a lot of bad backlash?
It got a lot of bad reviews and stuff. Yeah, it was. It's actually I got this. I can tell you its scores on the internet. Actually, I got this. I'm surprised I didn't say anything about this. Out of IMDb, now mind you, I usually don't go by like Rotten Tomatoes and shit like that because them motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're talking about anyway.
And not to mention, they've been known to get paid.
Exactly.
So
But
I don't trust those people.
But again, here is the three top media scores out there. Is IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic. IMDb gave it a 4.9. I don't know if that's 4.9 out of 10.
Oh, out of 10. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they gave it 4.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes only gave it a 31%.
Out of 100, I assume?
Out of 100%, yeah.
Makes sense.
And Metacritic only gave it a 39%.
Out of 100, yeah. That makes sense.
It's gotten pretty bad reviews. It's not a very well reviewed.
It's basically almost the same crap we gave it, except for the CGI and shit was much. That was
CGI. That was the best thing about this movie. You want to see something that looks pretty. It looks nice. It's a nice movie to look at. Other than that, nah, not really. But yeah, I think that is what we have time for tonight, guys. I think we went a little bit over tonight, but it's fine. We were deep talking. I can't wait till we really get into the other stuff. But I think we're gonna enjoy.
We may have like 9-hour shows. You gotta be careful.
It's okay. Yeah. I'm not worried about it. That one's going to be the interesting one. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think that is what we have time for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed our overalls of this movie. Like I said, if you have access to Hulu or whatever the fuck this is streaming on at that particular time, I think it's also on Amazon Prime, I think. Maybe.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't really.
I seen that it was available a couple other places, but one of the places was Vudu, and you have to buy that. So I don't know if they're saying Amazon Prime you have to rent it. If you have to rent on Amazon Prime, don't do that. That's not worth that.
Vudu's weird anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't really use Vudu. If I'm gonna rent, I'm not, this isn't even product placement. I'm not I'm not promoting anything. What I'm saying though is if I have to rent from something, it's usually from Prime. I don't rent from Vudu because it's like
I don't know how these pay per movie services are still in service. I don't.
Well, I mean, Amazon still does it. I mean, you can still buy stuff from Amazon.
I guess, but a lot of it's streaming though too. So it's like
it's for the stuff that you want to be able to have access to 24 hours a day. I guess because we have that. We have some of that for like our kids and shit. Mm-hmm. We have it for them. Like if it's something
or watch like before everybody else, I guess, or something.
Not just that, it's like my son likes I don't know, he likes a lot of shit, but let's say he likes a specific movie. Yeah, is it on the streaming network? Yeah, but it won't be on the streaming network forever. So
you buy it to like keep.
Yeah, so he has it to keep so he can watch it for whenever he wants. So I mean there is still a use for it, but it's digital. Like I'll buy and it's very rare. Usually, I'll either see stuff in theaters or I'll see them in streaming.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's either theater or I wait till it comes out on Netflix, Hulu, whatever.
Exactly.
I can't even remember the last movie I ever just bought digitally.
This here, again, like I said, only streaming networks. Like,
don't buy it.
Don't buy it. It's not worth buying. No. If you buy it, it's on you. You want to buy it. If you fucking fall in love with it, that's you. But don't come in our comments saying, why the fuck did you buy it? We're not telling you to buy it. Don't buy it.
Who did he tell you that?
No. But yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the USS Yamama back into a space dock to get it filled up. And because, we don't want to get stuck in space. We already did that once. We did that once.
I gotta find me a green girl. Today I'm gonna move for a green.
Well, the other thing is we don't want to get stuck in space again because the last time we got stuck in space, we had to do like reach arounds for like a week, and you get tired after a while. Yeah, we start looking at each other and we're like, I hate you because it's like if you see if you see the same penis every day, it's just like what the fuck.
Yeah, it's not fun. I don't want to keep spooning you. It's gay.
No, it's not. It's like what the fuck. We got to do something different.
I don't want to keep doing that.
No, so we don't want to get stuck in space again. But yeah, guys. We're going to get the fuck out of here. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope that we have more interesting shit by this point. And until then, we hope that you find everything that we do interesting. Remember, get into that URL again for the audio listeners real quick before we go. That URL is linktr.ee/ LINKTR_GI. That one more time is LINKTR.ee/noble_GI. Go to that. That is all things Noble and Noble affiliation like Synthpop Radio. You want music? There you go. And we have the Discord and the YouTube and the Rumble and the Twitch and the so forth and so on.
Just
Get in
check it all out.
Get in there.
Check it
Fucking
all
whore it out. Pass it around. It's great. But
That's it.
before we get out of here, do you have anything you would like to say to the people?
As always, I love my people, live long and prosper, and I will see you on the next one.
All right, absolutely. So with that said, guys, hopefully your weekend is great. Come join us again for another episode. Until then, we'll see you when we see you, people, and make it so.